So
Before the game even tipped off tonight, there was already a buzz running through Chase Center. Not the usual pregame noise, but something different, something heavier in the air. Steph Curry walked out onto the floor, and right there waiting for him was Sabrina Ionescu, along with former Warriors assistant and now New York Liberty head coach, Chris DeMarco. It was one of those rare crossover moments between the NBA and WNBA that instantly grabbed everyone's attention. Steph and Sabrina didn't rush the moment. They shared a long handshake, exchanged a few words, and you could see the mutual respect all over their faces. These are two athletes at the top of their craft, two shooters who've pushed the limits of what's possible, and seeing them link up like this before a Warriors game felt like a moment bigger than basketball. Sabrina has always been vocal about what Steph's game has meant to her, the creativity, the range, the confidence. And tonight, watching them talk just feet away from center court, you could tell that energy went both ways. Chris DeMarco being there made it even more meaningful. After years with Golden State, his next chapter is now with Sabrina and the Liberty. And tonight felt like a passing of the torch, a full circle moment captured right on the hardwood. The three of them talked with smiles, a few laughs, and that familiarity you only get from people who've been in the grind together. It wasn't forced, it wasn't staged. It was just real basketball family energy. And then there was the moment fans noticed something they hadn't seen in more than a decade. Steph Curry lacing up Nike sneakers. Not just any pair. The Nike Sabrina 3s, with Sabrina herself sitting courtside to watch him break them out. For someone who's been tied to Under Armour for years, seeing him rocking a Nike shoe again sent social media into instant overdrive. Cameras zoomed in. Commentators mentioned it the second he stepped on the floor, and you could feel the ripple of surprise across the entire arena. Steph, wearing the Sabrina 3s, felt like a nod of respect, a celebration of someone who has taken the game forward in her own way. But before he warmed up in those Sabrina 3s, Steph showed up to the tunnel in another pair that made the moment even bigger, the Air Jordan 12 Flu Game. A legendary shoe tied to one of the most iconic performances in basketball history. Seeing Steph walk and wearing those instantly set the tone. It was like he wanted to remind everyone that greatness recognizes greatness, whether it's MJ, Sabrina, or anyone pushing the culture forward. As Steph and Sabrina stood there courtside, you could see their conversation wasn't just surface level. They talked like two leaders who understand the impact they've had on the sport. Two sharpshooters who've changed the way the game is played from the perimeter. Sabrina pointed to the sneakers, Steph laughed, and DeMarco chimed in with that coach's smile, like he was watching two of his students connect in real time. The fans were loving every second. Phones came out, videos started circulating instantly, and even the Warriors players warming up nearby kept glancing over, knowing this was a rare crossover moment they were witnessing live. It's not often you get to see two generational shooters from different leagues share the floor before the lights come on. And as warm-ups continued, Steph moved from conversation to routine, still wearing the Sabrina 3s, taking those smooth, effortless shots he's known for. Sabrina watched from the sideline, arms crossed, head nodding like she was taking it all in. You could see the pride on her face. After all, not many players can say one of the greatest shooters ever stepped into their signature shoes for the first time in 11 years. Moments like these are what make basketball special. It wasn't about stats, it wasn't about the pressure of the game, and it wasn't about storylines forced from the outside. It was about respect, connection, and the kind of influence that travels across leagues, cities, and generations. Steph Curry, Sabrina Ionescu, and Chris DeMarco standing together at Chase Center didn't feel like a quick meetup. It felt like a snapshot of where the game is going. As Steph jogged back to join his teammates, and the arena lights started to shift toward tip-off, the energy in the building changed. That simple pre-game moment had already made the night feel bigger. And whether it showed up in the box score or not, everyone watching knew they had just witnessed something special before the game even began.